What's up, mama? Are you struggling to get your healthy habits back again? Your exercise habits, your eating habits, and feeling like you got that consistency back again. And you want to do it, but you're wondering where the hell those habits actually are, right? I'm speaking to you today, girl. I'm going to share the biggest mistake busy AF moms that are just like you make when it's time to get those healthy habits back. My name is Amanda Fisher of AmandaFisherCoaching.com. I help moms just like you build badass habits, simple but powerful ones that explode your self-confidence in your body and in your mind using like the easiest, freaking simplest possible methodologies known to womankind. Right? And every single episode here, I can promise you one thing, that you're going to take away one immediately implementable action step that you can apply to your own food and movement routine to explode your own self-confidence in your body and in your mind in the least amount of time as possible, because you, like me, are busy. We got kids. We're doing the things. We're busy AF, right? So let's dive in. The biggest mistake that busy as fuck moms make when it's time to double back down on the exercise and healthy eating habits after they've like run amok for a year for God knows what reason, right? A pandemic, distance learning, I don't know, having another kid, a job change, literally everything that can happen in a mother's life, right? Or just being freaking busy. Here's the number one mistake that moms make. Ready? I'm probably going to spew a little bit on this one because I get kind of fired up about this. It is that they are waiting to feel like it. They're waiting. They're waiting to feel like it's the right time, right? They're waiting to feel like it's actually time to work out right now. I'm waiting to feel like I should go for a walk. I'm waiting to feel like I should learn how to pack myself a healthy lunch and get good at that, right? For my work days. I'm waiting to feel like it's time to do a core workout. I'm waiting to feel like it's finally time in my life to, do all the workout things and all the make myself feel good things and take care of myself. They are waiting. You are waiting to feel like it. It's like we're like kind of dancing around and like, oh my goodness, like, shouldn't there be like a lightning bolt from the heavens where God says, yo, girl, it's your time. Right now is the right time, that your kids are never going to interrupt you, that your life is finally going to slow down, and that, holy shit, something's going to magically happen where you have energy to do this thing every day, day in and day out, right? There ain't no lightning bolt coming to tell you that it's the right time. Here's actually the truth about creating exercise and healthy eating habits that nobody else will probably tell you because they're blowing smoke up your ass, right? You have to create the feeling like it, right? You doing things, you lacing up your shoes when you don't feel like it to go outside with mittens on in a coat and boots and drag your ass through the street in the snow to go for a walk when you don't feel like it is exactly what creates feeling like it, right? Because what happens is in mom life, we're like, oh my God, I have so many things going on. I can't possibly take time for myself, right? I'm so busy. I don't have time, right? Until you do that thing where you're like, I don't feel like it, and I'm still going to go lace up my shoes and go for the walk. And then 3 minutes in, you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy that I gave this to myself. This was exactly what I needed. Right? We don't have the luxury of waiting around to feel like it when it's time to create or reclaim those healthy habits that we once had, right? We don't have the luxury of like, oh my God, I'm magically going to have a fridge full of food that makes itself and serves it to me on a silver platter so I can just eat it all the time, right? And that just automatically I'm a healthy eater. No, we build that feeling like it through action, through daily application, through deciding, you know what, I don't really feel like it today, but I'm still going to serve myself tomorrow and 10 years from now and do it anyway because I'm a grown-ass woman that doesn't always feel like it, but that's okay because I know that this is the thing that I need to do to consistently feel good day in and day out, right? There's this like romantic idea around exercise and fitness and working out and going for walks and making healthy meals and like taking care of yourself nutritionally and mentally and, whatever. That's like, it's like this magical idea of self-care, right? Where we're like, oh my God, I always feel like it. It's always like a bubble bath. It feels like, rainbows and unicorns and friendly and pink and, Instagram worthy. More often than not, it is lacing up your shoes when you do not want to. More often than not, it's putting together a power plate snack plate to take to work tomorrow when you would rather just wing it and not spend that 3 minutes so you can just go out to lunch tomorrow instead and like wing it on the fly and find something else to eat, right? More often than not, it's like telling yourself, I know you're mentally drained, but go do it anyway, right? Go do it anyway because it's exactly the thing that you need. There's this sexy idea that we always should feel like it. There's this sexy idea that we should always be like, oh my God, yes, this is it. This is the sign. This is like the time that I know that it's finally going to work for me. That feeling like it and waiting around to feel like it is a trap, right? You're literally waiting there, banking all of your feel goods on this like notion that one day God's going to send a lightning bolt down on you and it's finally going to be your time. Confidence, badass self-confidence, the kind that you're after, where you're the one who calls the shots and not like you're letting your life dictate all of your life choices, is all about you deciding no matter what. I don't feel like it. I'm still going for the walk. No matter what, I don't feel like it. I'm still packing my lunch tomorrow. No matter what, I'm still doing it. Because I'm the one who creates the feeling like it. I'm the one who creates that natural motivation. I'm the one. I feel good, let's put this in perspective, because I decide to. Because I decide to put those actions on a priority list day in and day out, right? That's exactly what happens. That's how you build those habits. That's how you exercise every day. That's how you put together healthy plates day in and day out. Like you don't even have to try anymore. It's so easy and automatic. It's like brushing your teeth. It's just like this natural thing that just happens for you, right? It's because you decide to do it when you feel like you don't want to. It's because you decide that you're doing it because you're worth it today, even though you feel like mentally exhausted and drained, and you know that even though you don't feel like it right now, it's going to pay off tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that, right? When you're in that place of I don't feel like it, I want you to take yourself out of these shoes right now, the place where you don't feel like it, and I want you to actually put yourself in the shoes of your kid, right? You're a mom. This is like sometimes what we have to do to ourselves. We have to parent ourselves, right? What is the advice that you would tell your kid? He or she doesn't feel like it. If you know it's something that's actually really freaking good for them and good for their character and good for their growth and going to make them a better person, what are you going to tell them? It's okay. Things that are worthwhile, usually always you feel like doing them. No, that's exactly not what's going to happen, right? When you're in that place, when you're like, I know that exercising every day, I know that healthy eating every day, I know that taking time out for myself every day is the thing that's actually going to pay off in spades for me and make my life feel calmer, more confident, my brain feel more clear, my mind feel less anxious, and me feel like like the whole confident badass woman. It's not like you know that that's worthwhile, but it's also like you wouldn't tell your kid to just skip it today. It's fine. Right? When you're in that position, when you want to bail on yourself, you have to parent yourself. It's the hardest thing about habit change that none of us like to talk about, right? We can all post selfies on Instagram and post all the fun pictures and Transformation Tuesday and all of that anywhere that you want to on social media. And those are the really fun days, right? Those are the amazing days of habit change. Those are the days where you're like, I literally can do no wrong. I'm a unicorn today. I got my shit together. I'm exercising daily. I'm healthy eating daily. And I'm taking time out for myself and like growing my brain along with this confidence in my body, right? We don't like to talk about the days where it's hard. We don't like to talk about the days where we would rather bail on ourselves. We don't like to talk about the days that, oh my God, this feels like I am pushing boulders up a hill and I would rather not be doing this right now, even though I know it's the best thing for me, right? Those days, those shitty feeling, yucky days, the days where you're waiting to feel like it and you're questioning yourself and should you quit? Those are the days that are actually the transformational ones. Those are the days when you look the eye of that beast, when you're looking at that like, oh my God, I can look at myself, want to quit, and I'm not going to. When you're staring into that not fun place where you're watching yourself about to bail on yourself, where you're watching yourself skip preparing your lunch for tomorrow so you have a good option to bring to work, when you're watching yourself self-sabotage and you're telling yourself no and you're still going to do it anyway, that's where the transformation occurs, right? So I want to be real with you. I'm on social media a lot talking about how simple it is to build habits. And it is very simple. The process itself is application, do the work, right? Mentally, it's not always easy. But when you're in that place, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, right? It just means that you got to look yourself in the eye and stare at that, look it down, ninja kick that sucker in and do it anyway, right? Parent yourself. Parent yourself here, right? So, recap of this whole spiel is the biggest mistake that you can make when it's time to I want to feel better in my body. I want to rock my exercise habits again. I want to rock my healthy eating habits again. I want to feel freaking incredible more days than not, is to stop waiting to feel like it, because you're never going to get a lightning bolt from God that says, finally, your path is clear and you're never going to struggle with this, right? God's not going to strike you with a lightning bolt to tell you to jumpstart your ass and tell you that now is the time. Because now is the time when you create that time. When you push away that mental drama, when you push away all that to-do list shit that you got going on, and you carve out minutes for yourself to go for the walk, to do the core workout, to wake up earlier in the morning some days, to put some thought into putting together your lunch for tomorrow. That's when you create the I feel like it, that daily application, right? The daily I don't feel like it, but I know it's still the best choice for me. I don't feel like it, but I'm still going for the walk. I don't feel like it. I would rather wing work tomorrow, wing lunch hour at work tomorrow, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to make my own lunch tomorrow so that I know that I have a really good option to keep me fueled for the day, right? I don't feel like it, but I'm doing it anyway because I know it serves me in the long run. Sometimes the I don't feel like it is like this temporary thing, right? Immediately right now for the next 5 minutes, I don't really feel like doing a lot of shit. But I know that when I do them tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that are when they're going to pay off for me, right? That's the mentality that you bring to habit change. That's the mentality that you bring to I'm going to exercise every day on purpose. That's the mentality that you bring to I'm going to rebuild my healthy eating habits because I know that it serves me well, especially when I don't feel like it, right? No need to wait around to feel like it because that shit ain't coming, right? If you want a lightning bolt from God or from anybody or from a fluffy unicorn down the street, this is probably the lightning bolt. Stop waiting to feel like it and create that shit yourself through daily action and application, especially when you don't feel like it, because that's when you're actually going to create that transformation that needs to happen in between your ears to get over the hump of habit change. Happy freaking Tuesday, you guys. You got this. Drop me a comment of how that's going down for you, when you wanted to bail on yourself, and how you talked your ass out of it, because I'm all ears. That's the stuff that we need to be celebrating about habit change. Cool? Have a good day. Bye-bye.